Hi, welcome back to my vlog. We're going to do a quick intro while my husband's in the restroom. I'm in a hotel. We came to San Francisco for a wedding. Well, not San Francisco, we're in Tiburon. I don't know. But the wedding is in Sausalito. Reception's in Tiburon. It's literally right across the street from our hotel. So I'm really excited. But it's really quiet here. We really like it. But anyways, and I'm going to use this week, well, this little trip, to teach myself to be more comfortable in front of the phone talking with my husband around because I don't do it. It's just awkward. We're going to get comfortable with it. We're going to push ourselves for the next 3 days. But I did on the way up edit videos. That's mainly what I did. I was getting kind of a headache. So I was just like, reading is just not going to happen. I did get 2 chapters done in Silver Elite. I am so excited. I started it in the car. I have it over there, but I just left it. And it's really interesting. Like it kind of just dives in, and I'm really, really interested about her and what a prime is and a mod. And I still don't understand what any of that is, but she's a mod supposedly, and she can talk to people telepathically. And when they're doing that, supposedly their arms like light up some way. That's why everybody wears long sleeves because then you can't see it. But she doesn't light up. That's all I know. And she's really good with a gun. That's all I know so far. That's it. But it's really good. I'm really liking it. I did listen to a little bit of House of Flame and Shadow in the car. I got up to part 2, and that was right before I started editing. I was editing a thumbnail at the time. And then I do want to continue on Certain Chaos. So that one is on my phone. So that one I'll do later. But yeah, so we're just going to hang out. I will probably do something. Don't know. But I will check back in when I have an update. Hey, so I did not update very well while we were in like San Francisco area. I really didn't do well, but I tried. But we went to a lot of bookstores, which I was really excited. But every bookstore that was in Sausalito, um, they had no romance sections, none. And I've never been to a bookstore that doesn't have a single romance section. So those were not for me. But we did hop into San Francisco and we did get some books from Green Apple Bookstore. Yeah. So my husband, we went in. I'll have to show you all the books I got, and I'll tell you where I got them. But we went to the Green Apple Bookstore in San Francisco. We also bought some at Half Price Books in Berkeley. That was my first time going to Half Price Books. And then we got some, what's this bag? Oh, Pegasus Books, also in Berkeley. So my husband, I convinced him to read Dungeon Crawler Carl. I could not believe I convinced him to read this. I saw it and I was like, hey, you want to know what this is about? And I told him, because I haven't read it yet, but I've been interested. I told him, he goes, wait a minute, what is it? And so he was, oh, I want to read that. And I'm like, excuse me, you want to read what? I was so confused, but he got it and he did start it last night. I don't know where he's at in it, but I'm really excited because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let him read, and like, if I know he's reading, I'll at least read a chapter. And if he gets into like another chapter, then I'll read it later, like during the day, just so we're at the same point in the book. But yeah, I was really surprised when he picked this up. Then, I got Wild Card by Elsie Silver. I am so excited. This one I got at Green Apple Bookstore, which it was in the used section. So I paid, let's see, they usually had it written on the top, but I don't see it written. I don't know. This one I'm really excited for. It'll be the end of a series, and my sister has the other three. So, but this one is Ex-Boyfriend's Dad. So I'm really excited to read this one. Then my husband, I was so surprised because I was holding my books and he came up and he had 2 books in his hand. Ruth Ware, 0 Days. I don't know anything about this. I just have heard Ruth Ware, but he was really interested, so he got it, which for $7.98, and it's usually $19. I won't say no. So hopefully he'll be able to read this at some point. He's not a fast reader, so it might take time, but we'll see. Okay, then this is one I got at Half Price Books. I got it for $8.99, Filthy Rich Fae. I know this is the 4th one, but I do like Geneva Lee. I think I've read a few from her, so I do want to read this, but this was the only one that they had. So, and it looks in really good condition, so I got this from Half Price Books. And then I got this one also from Half Price Books because I'm trying to finish the series. This was the only one that they had that I do not already own. So I got it for $7.49. I mean, I can't pass it up. So I'm really hoping to get the rest and like for them to at least match. So I'm going to slowly get this series done too. And then this is another book that he got. It's Atomic Habits by James Clear. I don't really know much about it, but he really wanted it. So, I mean, he got it for $12. So not mad. I don't know anything about it. So yeah, I don't know. And then this was the one I was most excited about, and my husband was actually pretty excited. I got Alchemized. It's so beautiful, and it's signed. I was so excited to see that it's signed. I was so excited, but it's so pretty on the inside. Ugh, I am so excited to start this, and it is hefty. Okay, if you hear that, I'm currently making myself mac and cheese, but the water's boiling. So anyways, that's from the first bag. So now I got the Defender, which this one I got at Pegasus Books, which mind you, I was standing there for a while, didn't see it. It was in the very bottom corner, and I'm so glad I went back in that area and grabbed it. So I really want to start this soon, and I really want my sister to read the other one, but we'll wait and see if she wants to read it after reading the Elsie Silver books. And then I picked up, I wanted to start Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I really want to get into this world. Oh my God, there's a bookmark in here. Did not know there's a bookmark. I didn't even open it. I just saw Caraval and I bought it. So I'm excited to get in that. And then I wanted to do some classics. So I did get The Great Gatsby. I've read this in school, but I wanted to read it again. I got it for $7.99, but the cover is so cute and it's so small. I really want to read it. So hopefully soon I can sneak that one in. And then my mom really likes Nora Roberts, really loves Nora Roberts. So I did see, this is the only one I saw there. It was $7.99. This one was done in 2020. So I showed my mom. I got it for real cheap. And I go, hey, I'm going to read it and then I'll give it to you. And she got so excited. She's like, wait, she's been coming out with more books? I go, yeah, Mom. It's just a lot of them aren't like this anymore. She's getting into more of like the fantasy stuff, more of my stuff. But I do like Nora Roberts. I have read her a lot from her before. So I'm really excited to get into that. And then the last book I got is Dracula. I know I wanted to get like really pretty editions, but this one was $5. I couldn't pass it up. It's a little pocket book. I am so excited, but I really like the cover. I like this cover. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find them when they're small, because like even this one, it's like a smaller version. So I think I want to kind of go with the pocketbook styles more with these, but also it was $5 and I didn't want to leave it. So I got it. But yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically, I got 10 books. My husband got 3. So yeah, good book haul. I told my husband, because he didn't understand why I even put myself on a book buying ban, but I was like, they're expensive. And when we left Green Apple Bookstore, it was $130. And he kind of looked at me and I'm like, I told you it's expensive. And so he was like, oh my God, okay, I get it. And I'm like, I'm thinking now, I'm not going to put myself on a book buying ban anymore. It's more of, I don't want to have more than 20 books on my shelves to be read. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, my limit is 20 on my TBR, like physical books. And then once I get down to only like 5 left, then I can start replenishing up to 20 and then no more buying books. Wait till I get down to 5 and then replenish to 20. I think that's more of what I'm going to do. I know for sure I have more than 10 books on my shelf right now. But because I haven't bought books in so long, I told my husband, let's just go. And also I got a lot of them for cheaper than the normal price. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to get reading. And I really need to put these on my shelf now because they've just been sitting in the bags, this bag and this bag, on my dining room table since yesterday. So hopefully I can put these all away soon. Okay, I had to put my noodles in the water. So I do have some reading updates. I didn't really read much more of House of Flame and Shadow. And where I'm at, I'm in part 2. I don't know if I already talked about that. I'm on chapter 29. So, I mean, I'm really interested. It's just with being in San Francisco, it was more just easier to pick up my phone and read. But I did really want to read a lot of it, but it just, I wasn't able to do it. But then I did at least start Silver Elite. I got to chapter 3, and I think that's where I updated last, and I haven't read any more because, again, it was easier for me to pick up my phone because we were walking around, and I just have my phone already with me with a book. So I didn't really get farther in either of those, but I did at least finish. I don't know if I finished that one there. No, I did not. I was reading A Certain Chaos by Jen Bear, and I was talking to my husband about it, and I was just getting really amped up and frustrated. And he's like, why are you still reading it then? Like, just stop reading it. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm done. I don't want to read it anymore. I don't want to read that series anymore. It's not what I thought it was going to be. It's just, no, I'm very disappointed. I really wanted to love that series, and I just don't. So I did DNF it. So then I picked up A Pack for Autumn by Amelia Emerson. And that one was really cute. It's a cozy verse. I finished it in 2 days. I could not put that one down. And I gave it 4 stars. It's 5 chilies. I mean, it's her with 3 men. Her name is Olive. And she's a short, curvy Omega. And she is with Easton, Lars, and Finn. And they're all alphas. And she moves to a small town, and she's working in a lighthouse, and she did lie about something on her application, which it's found out at the very end of the book, but I'm not going to say any more of that. But she runs into one of them, and he keeps asking her out. She's like, no, like, I'm not doing that. And it's because she just doesn't think she's worth anything. Like, she also has a really hard time being around people. Like, she does have a hard time with it. Her parents, they were lobster fishermen. And so she grew up on the boat, and she knows how to lobster fish and everything. well, her parents died. And so she's had a hard time being around people because she didn't go to school, because when she was younger, she got picked on. And so they just homeschooled her. And Easton is very funny, just will do the most. And also, he became an alpha later on. And so he is kind of like fully doesn't understand what his body's trying to do. So he's kind of like tripping all the time, and he doesn't understand some things. And you could tell he's still learning about himself, and it is just so funny. It was hilarious. And then Lars is technically like the head honcho one. And then there's Finn. And Finn was the one that he was trying not to be with her because he doesn't want to be like, if he bonds with somebody, if they die, that he thinks that he will die. But he doesn't want to die all just because the other one died. Like, that's the only reason why you're living. Like, because his grandparents died and it bothered him. And they were also the lighthouse keepers. So they figure out, like, they all work their stuff out. They go to the lighthouse with her and they realize the lighthouse has no furniture. It's because the mayor thought that the furniture was in the house, but it was the grandparents' furniture, and Finn took all of it. So there's nothing. She was sleeping on an air mattress, and they were livid. So they put the furniture in the house, and they're like rehabbing the lighthouse, but they don't really talk much about that. But otherwise, it was really good. It was a lot of growth. I freaking highlighted so much stuff in this book on my Kindle. I had like 8 highlights, and I never highlight ever. I never highlight. I maybe do one quote, but this one I had like 8 to 10. I really liked it. I really liked the relationship and their growth with Olive and Olive's growth. And she's a short, curvy FMC that works in a lighthouse. And she has a medical condition. She has some stuff going on health-wise, and she explains it to them. And they're immediately like, oh my God, do you need a new doctor? Like, that's closer to you. Like, let's figure this out. Like, we're here. We're going to help. And it was just so beautiful. I really loved it. I know a lot of people don't like the whole nodding situation. It really doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me. Why chooses don't bother me. Like, none of that. It was beautiful. It was all the growth from all of the characters. And that's what I want to see, is a lot of that. And you got that in this one. But then I did start A Pack of Cozy by Veronica Samek. I don't know how to say the last name. Which are following Calliope. And there's Cooper, Bastion, or is it Bex? I don't know. And there's another one. I can't think of their names right now. But I'm like 60% of the way through that, and I just really want to finish it. I might just sit down with my mac and cheese and just read the rest of the book. Like, I really want to finish it. That one is really good too. The girl, she was engaged to a beta. She's an Omega. And in this world, the Omegas are just, you're only meant to breed them. Like, that's in their mindset. And they're trying to demean Omegas. And these 3 alphas do not want to do that. And one of them gets a whiff of her, and she's a librarian and just moved to town. Her and her fiance broke up. He kind of treated her like crap, toxic, narcissistic. She did not deserve that. Like, the stuff that she has said so far, I'm just like, that guy, I want to beat the shit out of him. And these 3 guys are like, we never need to see him, because if we do, we're all going to jail. Like, we can't. And Cooper's the one that gets a scent of her first and like starts to panic. The other one, they think that she broke into a place and they're calling her a thief. She goes, I'm not a thief. I paid for that. It was after hours. Like, it's fine. And they are gung-ho, like, they want to be with her. And she just doesn't get it. She doesn't get it, because the other guy was like, I don't like how the way you eat. And, reading is boring. And why don't you want to go out? And da-da-da-da. And these guys are showing her, like, no, read. And, we like you eating. We like you enjoying our food. Like, the guy, she couldn't do anything. Like, she would have to beg him to purr. These guys are just purring all the time. She goes, I never have to ask. It's really sweet. I really like it. And I like how down bad they are and how much they want to do for her. And they're doing the most. And yet it's so small. It's small things. Like, one took her to a book fair, and she just goes so like happy. And he's like, I brought a librarian to a book fair. But she's so excited. And he just doesn't realize, like, that was important to her. But it's the small things that are really important. So I'm really liking it. I really want to finish it. And then I really think I'm going to try to read Silver Elite, or there's another note, like a Thanksgiving novella. It's called Stuffed. I want to read that. I don't know much. It's the cover's super cute, and it's a Thanksgiving novella. And Thanksgiving is in like 2 weeks. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to read that. And I had a few other fall ones that kind of popped up, and I'm like, oh, I need to read that. So we'll see. But I don't know. I really do want to also read Dungeon Crawler Carl with my husband. So there's a lot of books going on right now. So we'll see. But I really want to finish my book while I eat my mac and cheese. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to most likely be making my mac and cheese and reading at the same time and finish this book because I need it done like right now. Hey, so I'm going to close out my vlog, but I wanted to update on everything I've been reading. So I am still in Silver Elite. I've only read one more chapter. I just don't know what it is. Well, I'm not a big fan of dystopian books, and because I know it's a dystopian book, I'm not wanting to pick it up, but everybody is loving it, and I'm just like, I'm so frustrated. But like where I'm at right now, I'm also too like, what's wrong with these people? Like, save the guy. Like, I don't understand why they won't save him, and I'm just so frustrated. And she's determined to save this guy. And I get it. Like, save the guy. Like, I don't know what the problem is. So I really do want to continue on in this. I did get to, let's see, chapter 39, page 346, in House of Flame and Shadow. I'm hoping to do a lot more audiobook reading today. I think I only have about 2 hours left for the first half of this to read. And I do really want to finish it, but we'll see. But where I'm at right now, it's really interesting. There was something that happened. I was doing dishes. Something happened. I just stood there and I was like, wait, no. Like, no, that person cannot die. That person cannot die. Let's just say they cannot die. Like, I'm freaking out. And then I did start Love Light Farms. I only read like the first chapter and it was like 13 pages. I think this is a friends to lovers situation. It's about a woman that she bought a tree farm because she wanted to live her Hallmark dreams. And she didn't realize by buying this place, she would also get the debt of the past owner. And her trees are not thriving. She's having a really hard time. She applied for this like influencer to come and she could win like $100,000. But she said that she had a boyfriend, but she does not have a boyfriend. And I think she's going to ask her friend Lucas to be the boyfriend. And I think there's supposed to be a relationship between them. I don't know. It's literally just the first chapter. So we'll see. But I am very intrigued. So we'll see where that goes. But I mean, I feel like I did well with my reading this week, especially because we went on our trip. I mean, I finished a pack for autumn. That one was good. I finished a pack of cozy. That one was good. So, I mean, I have finished stuff, but because the week was so busy, I really didn't get to read as much as I wanted these past 4 days. But I'm going to close out my vlog here. I feel like it was really eventful, especially because I don't really go on trips too often anymore. We used to go on a lot of trips. We don't anymore because, I mean, we have kids, we have jobs. We can't just up and leave whenever we want anymore. We used to do that a lot when we were like teens. Like almost every weekend we were going somewhere. But we just don't do that anymore. So I'm going to go. I got to make some bread. But yeah, I will see you in my next video. I hope you like, comment, subscribe down below, and I will see you later. Bye.